Did you know that Marilyn Monroe was a size 14? Or that if Barbie were a real person, she would have to walk around on all fours due to the disproportion of her body? Or how about the fact that the average woman weighs around 152 pounds and fits between a size 12 and 14? According to Mary Dwenwald for the New York Times, these facts on figures, as she calls them, just go to show how unrealistic the world around us has become thanks to modern age media. The underrepresentation of different bodies, genders, sexualities, etc. in media today is staggering. Not only do all of these things that make a person deserve a place in media, but they deserve to be celebrated. Today I will discuss the need for representation by breaking down social constructs of what normal is, while also showing issues that this brings to light. Misrepresentation towards disabilities, bodies, races, genders, sexuality, all of the above, in media has been grossly ignored in the past, and while today, with YouTube content, television, and film, we are moving forward, it's just not enough. Just because there's a gay character in a TV show doesn't always mean that gay character will be written with justice. Just because a film casts a non-white actor in a role doesn't always mean that role won't have stereotypical underlying meanings. We can also see the overuse of the token fat character used in television and media today, and the utter lack of representation in the plus-sized community for men and women in magazines. It's very difficult for people with body image issues or people who are in denial of who they are or uncomfortable in their own skin to open an app and see all of this harm and negativity aimed at who they are. And that being said, many social media apps can be blamed for a large percentage of harm and hurt. In fact, HuffPost has written an article as to why Instagram is the most harmful when regarding mental health. The app easily targets young women and girls and makes them feel as though their bodies aren't good enough, as people add filters and edit their photos to look perfect. While HuffPost writes about Instagram algorithms targeting these young women and girls, we also need to remember that the app harms far more than just that, and they reach all the way over to a wider realm of the internet, to sexuality, race, disability. Unhealthy body norms are ignored on anything that isn't skinny, white, and straight. These are the exact issues that need to be looked at. And while ignoring this may be the leading issue for misrepresentation, films and TV don't take to different bodies, races, and genders in general. Many people learn through what they see and what they experience. So how can someone get the mind of a non-white person when it is written by a white person? For example, in old films and television, people didn't know about Black people in the 60s. Film was run by white people. Film directors were white. Film actors were white. So when a Black person was written in the 60s, all a white person knew was hate and segregation. Society can work on fixing this with television and film by educating media workers to be less general in production, and teams should strive to invite and learn from different backgrounds. For example, if an author is writing a book about a trans person, they should invite a trans person to tell their story and learn from them. Overall, the inclusion and collaboration, as well as education, will pull our toxic form of media that we all know today out of where it is. Underrepresentation of different bodies, disabilities, differences in general in the media is huge, but if we demand that we be seen, we can change these unhealthy body norms for the better.